Warning: the following video clip contains offensive and vulgar language, such as fuck, bitch, and whore. Viewer discretion is advised. You cheeky.
Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Shell Shock Armory here, and I know I have not made any videos for a long time. I think it's about 2 months now since I made my last video, and there's many reasons for that. There's a lot of change that, or a lot of things that has changed. I recently had actually left my day job, or was forced to, because they came and they said, well, what do you know about this and this and that, about I guess owning a firearm company was a problem with my last employer. So they said it's a conflict of interest. I worked, most of you would know, I worked as a bank manager for 14 years, give or take. And apparently now they came as guns is not, I guess, preferred. And it's a conflict of interest. Anywho, I was thinking of leaving that company anyway. So at this point, I'm doing this, the gun deals, and I opened a limousine company as well. So we have 3 or 4 trucks at this point and 2 cars. So many different adventures. But in the meanwhile, again, I've been buying guns, selling, and collecting as well. So I thought I'd share something, conversion that I just made, and this is my personal rifle, and also a couple of things that I'll be getting here in the next week or so. So most of you guys, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that I recently purchased a PAP pistol, which is that's what it used to be, and I decided to convert it to a rifle. Just handling the gun as a pistol, I mean, they're nicely built, fit and finish sucks, and shooting it as a pistol just does not cut it for me. So I decided to do a conversion on it and refinish the gun. So let's go get through it here. As you know, it's a pistol, so if I wanted to add a stock to make it stabilized, I either have to do a tax stamp, which is $200, and wait about a year. And I did not want to wait a year. Also, I didn't want to have to worry about going across state lines if I am going for some type of training or competition or something like that. I don't want to take my, if I need to take my gun or visiting family or friends, I don't want to have to wait on the ATF to give me an approval to take the gun with me, and so on and so forth. So I decided in order to put a stock on, I have to make the barrel 16 inch at least. So what I did is I went to US Machine Guns and purchased this fake suppressor barrel extension deal. Dealing with them, I mean, shipping was fast, service was the purchasing, everything was smooth. The customer service, I just don't, they get very frustrated very quick. And I called to ask, okay, well, I made the payment the next day, when did this item will ship? Well, we'll ship today. At the end of the day, well, how am I supposed to know it's shipped or not? And they were like, well, if you don't like it, we'll cancel the order. So it was just kind of a little bit abrasive, but all in all, I got the barrel extension. I ended up pinning and welding, and the welding I just had to do myself. So it's not really the best here. You get some splatters, but did it. I have a flex welder, so not really the best deal to weld with, but I got it done. So got that going here, just the regular furniture. I did, so we'll talk about the finishing. And got the Ace folding mechanism. Let's get this thing going. It's hard to do with one hand. So Ace folding mechanism, it doesn't lock, so you can just deploy it easier. Actually, it's not a button, it's the one that you push on and go down and opens. And it just deploys like that. I have an MOE Magpul stock. So pretty much that's it. It's missing a pistol grip, and when you do any conversion on this, it has to be 922 compliant. So the trigger is new, the muzzle is new, so this is, I think, 3 components. The stock is another, so it's 4, 5. And magazines, I ordered some Tapco magazines, so the magazine is 3 as well. That should be about 8, 9. And then we have the grip, so there should be plenty. I finished it in graphite black Cerakote, so the whole rifle was Cerakoted inside and out. The bolt, if you're familiar with the PAPs, the bolt carrier itself comes out in rough condition. It's not finished whatsoever, so I took that. Let's just sample this, and I finished it as well in graphite black. As you can see, I did some fine tuning in there, so I've been running this for a couple of days here, and there's no wear and tear, so you can tell that it's not really rubbing on anything other than the bottom here with the trigger just very slightly line here. Same thing on the trigger, but it's in the middle, so you can tell it's centered. So I did some work on the trigger. It's became a really smooth trigger, so some filing, and then I put on the wheel to buff it, and came out really nice. The Ace folding mechanism comes with a lube here for your sling. The other thing is what I ran into when I did the folding mechanism, and again, one hand is annoying. See, there's 2 screws right here. Let's get the plates here, see if you can see this or not. So there's 2 screws that you can drill and tab the receiver. My only issue with this is the receiver or the back trunnion here, the plate is about 1.5 to 2 millimeter thick. So the threads weren't that much to, in my own opinion, to hold on the rifle and the shooting and so on and so forth. So what I did is made the holes are bigger than 10/32, which the screws are, and went to my local hardware store, bought 10/32 screws, longer ones with the hex, and bought 2 10/32 nuts. Put it in there, Loctite it, and tightened that, so it's tightened from inside through and out, so I feel it's a more stable platform at this point. Last thing that I'm going to be doing, or last thing I did, is actually finish the wood as well. Use some RIP dye, the red color, I think it's red maroon or whatever the color is, and then finished it with birchwood KC True Oil, I think that's what they call it. So as you can see, give it that color, that Russian red color. So graphite black with this. The next thing, I might be putting a Midwest Industries rail on there, and I have Burris Fast Fire 3 that I'm going to be putting on this. Either if I get the rail, I'm going to put it up front here, or I mean the handguard, I'm going to put it up front, or I'm going to be behind the rail that goes right here, and I'm putting it on, mounting on. So this is kind of my new go-to rifle. As you guys know, I'm not really a 100% fan of AKs, but after doing this conversion, I feel like I'm going to be kind of going towards that platform. I bought, again, I'm a Century Arm dealer, Century Arm International dealer, so I bought about 12 magazines, 12 steel mags, so we can have here. And those are all bolt hold open magazines. Same thing with the rifle here, we have the bolt hold open safety. There we go. Just actuate that way. Did some work on the safety so it's not too hard. A couple of things that I said that they'll be coming in. I actually just bought those for my own collection here. They don't come on the market a lot, but I bought 2 Yugo or Yugoslavian RBKs. They have the clubfoot stocks. They have the heavy receivers. They have all the adjustments with the bipod, so they look exactly like the regular RBK, and those two I'm keeping for my own collection. But that's about it. If you guys have any questions on how I did the conversion, please let me know, and I should be able to respond. Like I said, I'm really busy right now, but I'll try to do my best. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.